horse friends, this is Becca Salamone, and you're either listening to or viewing Alabama Horse Talk Radio. If you're listening, you're probably on Blog Talk Radio, and if you are viewing, you're probably on Alabama Horse Talk's YouTube channel. And so now you can do both. You can listen or watch. So that's very exciting. And I have on the line with me Shannon Schraufnagel. She's with Horse Trails and Camping Across America. She gives us an update every month on Alabama Horse Talk Radio, but she's here for a little bit different reason today and a little bit different line of questioning. And I guess first of all, we just want to find out, you know, for you personally, what it is that you love about trail riding so much and what made you start HTCAA?
Well, I grew up showing horses, and when I met my husband, I was about 16. Well, I actually knew when I was 12. I should reiterate that. But at 16, we started trail riding together, and with that, I realized you can enjoy a horse stress-free. So that was my first introduction to trail riding, and I thought, this is cool. I can do this, and there's no stress, and there's no schedule, and getting all your clothes together, and just, you know, all the craziness that goes with showing. And so that was how my husband and I started dating, was actually going on trail rides together. That's awesome. So that's been my life ever since. Yeah, very, very cool story. And because of that, we like to ride. We try to go on trail rides big rides, I should say, twice a year. So I just wanted to find new places to ride, and I really wanted to hear it from the people that had already been there. As we all know, there's a ton of websites out there that, you know, you can find campgrounds or trails, but you don't get that personal information about what it's really like. And we actually planned some really big trips based off of what certain websites said about their campgrounds, and then get out there and it's not that great. Yeah. So I thought, I want to, you know, meet the people, and I want to see their pictures, and so I created it for completely selfish reasons. And obviously I wasn't the only one looking for that same information, because now 3 years later we are just over 42,000 members. Wow. So yeah, that's how it got started in a nutshell.
Okay. Well, that was kind of my next question, is now that you're 3 years into it, what is it about HTCAA that you like the most, and what has helped you the most, and maybe what has surprised you the most about it?
What I know right off the bat, what I love the most is the people. It's been so awesome to get to meet these people, not only on Facebook, but of course with the few events that we've done around the country so far. It's just been absolutely just changed my life because of the connections that I've made. And then I guess what surprised me the most, because of how HTCAA has grown, is the fact that I get to hear people have personal experiences of how HTCAA has actually changed their life. Right. Because of the people that they've met, or maybe we've actually had very cool connections where people have met long-lost high school friends that now they found each other on HTCAA because they still have a love for horses. And then people that have, you know, maybe never traveled out of state, and because of what they saw going on with other members, it gave them the courage to go out and do that kind of stuff. So it's really, that's been a very neat surprise to me, as how it's really affected people and what they do in their trail riding life. So that's been a really cool thing. But definitely the people have been my absolute favorite overall. I've got to meet thousands of very cool people, and face to face and Facebook, and I love it. Just love it.
That's awesome. And the website is going to be coming up soon. So what can people be looking forward to on that?
Well, I'm keeping lots of it a secret because it's going to be a very big surprise to many. It's not going to be your traditional website that we're so used to out in the horse world. But the neat thing about how this all came to be, because again, I created HTCAA just, you know, I didn't have an organization in mind. I didn't have a business in mind. But because of the amazing people that I've met, and all the awesome members we have, we were able to tailor this website around to specifically what they like and what's going to make their lifestyle in the trail riding world even better. So I think they're going to be blown away at how we've really captured what everybody loves in the trail riding world, and we've put it in a website to make our connections better, to make our trail riding better, and it's gonna blow Facebook out of the water. And I'm just excited, just very excited for everybody to see it, because I don't think anybody has a clue as to how awesome it's going to be. So, yes, hopefully in the next 3-4 months, we're going to have that rolling.
Great. Well, we're looking forward to that for sure. You know, one of the things I really like about doing my job is sharing everybody's horse story. And I'm always saying that wherever I put anything, what's your horse story? What's your horse story? Well, now we're about to find out some horse stories from some of your posse members. So we're going to take it away. Yep. And thank you so much for joining me. All right,
sounds great.
Yeah, thanks for joining me, Shannon.
Thank you, Becca.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye.
Listeners and viewers, this is Doug and Vicki Elem, and Vicki's on the screen right now, and then we're going to talk with Doug in just a minute. They are from a little bit east of Nashville, Tennessee, and they are members of the HTCAA Posse, and we want to get them on the show here and find out what they like about trail riding. Vicki, first of all, tell us a little bit about yourselves and what your love is with trail riding.
Okay. Well, I got involved with horse trails and camping across America from my friend Terry Peterson, my posse sister. When we were younger, in grade school, we used to ride together, not trail riding. We saved our babysitting money and went to stables and rent horses. I didn't get my first horse until I was in my 30s, although she did, and we lost contact for about 40 years. A few years ago, she found me on Facebook and got me involved in horse trails, and we met at Big South Fork in Tennessee and did a trail ride together. So that was kind of a full circle moment for us. Since then, we've been at the Horse Trail and Camping Across America first annual ride in Big South Fork, and then just recently in South Dakota. So that's been really cool. Like I said, I just rented horses most of my lifetime. I was in my 30s, and then when I met Doug, I started trail riding.
Awesome.
We have 8 kids between us, and we used to take 5 of them trail riding, starting out with tents, and now we are in a living quarter horse trailer now that our kids are away from home. So that's the new experience for us, and we're really looking forward to expanding our horizons.
That sounds great. So what do you love most about HTCAA so far? You're a member of the posse.
I just love to hear about the connections, and I know our boss Shannon does too. There are so many connections and so many places to ride that people are referring other people to and meeting up, and it's just a really cool thing to hear about people meeting for the first time on trails.
That's awesome. Well, I thank you for coming on and telling your feelings about HTCAA, and we're going to talk to Doug in just a minute, but I really thank you for doing that. Thanks for sharing your horse story.
Okay.
Thanks, Vicki.
You're welcome back.
All right.
All righty.
Listeners and viewers, this is Doug Elem. He's from a little bit east of Nashville, Tennessee. He and his wife Vicki ride horses, and they love trail riding, and they're posse members for Horse Trails and Camping Across America. Doug, tell us a little bit about your history with horses and what it is that you love most about trail riding.
Well, my history with horses is people asking me when I learned to ride, and I honestly don't remember. I've been riding since I was about 3 weeks old or so. And we went trail riding back when it really wasn't even called trail riding. We just went. Took the horses with us.
That's right.
Because we knew where we could go camping and we could ride the horses. So I'm a late comer to Facebook because Vicki got involved with Horse Trails and Camping Across America, and then when I saw all the pictures and all the places that they were posting of places to ride, that was when I got involved, because that's always been my dream, is that when we retired, that we would be able to take the truck and trailer and horses and just travel this beautiful country that we have. And it's done nothing but confirm my desire to do that.
That's great. So how does HTCAA help you out to live those dreams?
Oh, it's just any number of ways. I mean, it has showed us the places where we can go that we always thought we would want to go, but we've never, until HTCAA came along, we never had the perspective of horseback riders going to these places that we thought that we would want to go. And it's given us the means to contact people that live there. I mean, just a perfect example, we were talking on the way over here that we want to go to Utah next year, and we connected with people in Utah that are trail riders and are anxious for us to come, so show us their state, so, and the places to ride in their state. So that, to me, that is the number one positive thing about HTCAA, is all the connections that can be made across this country and get people together. We've had people, I have friends that have traveled to Utah and Montana and Idaho and ridden with people that they met on HTCAA.
That's awesome.
We went to South Dakota this year. We were able to meet with a lot of people that we had talked to on Facebook, and we were able to actually walk up and give them a hug and say, man, we're glad to finally meet you guys.
All right. Well, that's what it's all about. Well, I appreciate you coming on today, Doug, and sharing your thoughts about HTCAA. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Y'all have a good day. Bye-bye.
All right. Thanks, Rebecca.
Hey, listeners and viewers, this is Leanne Pigott that I've got on the line with me right now. She is originally from Vincent, Ohio, and she lives in her horse trailer and travels around riding everywhere. So that's really exciting. Leanne, tell us a little bit about your horse life and what you like about trail riding so much.
Well, my horse life is full-time. My husband and I made this decision about a year and a half ago, for sure, that we were going to do this. So we set plans in motion. And we took off May the 22nd and kind of did a trial run, and we both love it. We were gone for 3 months.
Wow.
We were all over Wyoming and Montana and Colorado and Idaho and just all out west, doing a lot of riding, and we loved it. And so that's what we're going to be doing. That's what our life is going to be like.
That's great. So, do you think there'll ever be a time where you'll be like, I can't do this anymore? Or you think you're just going to do that the rest of your life?
I'm sure that there's going to come a time physically that we're not going to be able to do it, and we'll just find us a place somewhere. We've already discussed it. We'll just find us a place somewhere and settle down again, or come back here to Ohio where our family is and settle down again. But I've made up my mind. I really don't want to do winters. So I don't like the snow, and I want to go where there's no snow.
There you go. So then how does HTCAA help you in planning your trips and everything?
Oh, wow. I'll tell you, HTCAA has been a lifesaver on the road. We get to a place and we don't really know where we're going next. We can get on and start looking at people's posts and stuff, and you can find different places all over. And if you have a problem and you need to know something about a place, all you got to do is ask, and somebody's got an answer for you. It's great.
That's great. So you've had lots of help for, wherever you go, people willing to help you.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's been super.
That's awesome. So, Leanne, tell me something special about Shannon Schraufnagel. I mean, she is just a wonderful person, but what's one of your favorite memories about her?
Meeting her for the first time. She's so daggone little. She's just a little thing, and here she has this great big thing called HTCAA going for her, Big things come in little packages. That's what I like to say about Shannon.
That's right. Yeah, she's doing a great job with HTCAA, and I'm sure that she's very glad that she has you helping, because you're a posse member, and you help her out every day.
Well, I am really not a posse member.
Oh, you're not? I didn't know that.
No, I'm just a member of HTCAA.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not a posse. Don't have time for that. That's for the people that have a lot of time. Yeah. All I want to do is relax and ride.
So you're just a loyal member. Well, that's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah. Well, thanks for doing this then. That's great.
Yeah. Shannon, without her, there would be a lot of us wouldn't know how and where to even start trail riding. I know that it's got a lot of people out there involved more in doing trails further away from home and going to different places and camping further and all that stuff, because you see it. You're able to see it through other people. That's so right. That makes it all the more great.
Yep. And so we can encourage people to get on there and share even more pictures and videos, because that's what it's all about, right?
That's right, yeah. And I have a hard time doing that on the road because we don't have internet a lot. We just don't have a whole lot of cell service the places that we go. So it's hard for me to post a lot of pictures, but they're coming. I'm getting them all together now. So I'll be blowing up horse trails and camping across America soon.
There you go. I'll be looking for it. So where do you plan on riding for the 9/11 National Ride coming up?
We're going to ride here in Ohio. We're back here right now. for a little while, and then we're going to head south again come late October, 1st of November. But we're just going to ride here in Ohio.
Okay. Well, you'll have to come see me down in Alabama. Are you coming that far south?
Well, sure we are.
Awesome.
Sure we are. We were headed to Florida.
Okay.
So
yes.
yeah, we're just gonna hit and miss, and wherever we land for a few days or a week, or if we like the riding, we might stay a little while. We have stayed up to 2 weeks in one place just because we like the riding and the and the camping and all that. So yeah.
Well, that's
I'll be glad to come.
Yeah, that'd be great. Well, that's really special that's your lifestyle. I really, really like that. And Leanne, thanks for joining me today and telling us all about yourself and your trail riding, and really appreciate you sharing with Alabama Horse Talk.
Hey, appreciate you interviewing me. Thank you.
All right, you have a good day. Talk to you soon.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Hey, listeners and viewers, this is Reuben Miller. He is from Beach City, Ohio, and he's a member of the HTCAA Posse team that helps Shannon Schraufnagel to organize and keep on track of all the comments on HTCAA. So, Reuben, tell us a little bit about yourself, kind of your history with horses and what you love about trail riding so much.
My history, I kind of grew up with horses. My family was actually Amish when I was born. So they were my way of transportation for, until I was about 6 years old.
Wow. That's
pretty
great.
much born and raised into it.
So what do you love about trail riding so much?
I just love meeting new people, being outdoors, and just being out on the trails.
That's awesome. And so, go ahead.
I just love being out there riding with people, meeting new people.
Okay. And so what has HTCAA done for you then? What's your favorite thing about it?
Just the different connections that I've made. I have tons of friends. I couldn't even put a number on it that I've made through HTCAA. Friends that I've met in Tennessee, Virginia, South Dakota that I stay connected with, that I'm planning on riding with again.
That's awesome.
Those are going to be at the Ohio 9/11 ride next week again, so I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, so where is that ride taking place next week?
We're down in Pedro, Ohio at Elkins Creek Horse Camp.
Okay, awesome. And how many riders do y'all have coming to that? Do you know?
I'm expecting at least 40 altogether, but I wouldn't be surprised if there was more. There's a whole lot of stuff that's planned for it.
That's great. So, when you're working with all these people in HTCAA, what's the number one thing you hear from them about the group?
They just love the connections they're able to make. They're able to plan trail rides through HTCAA. A lot of people actually plan their entire rides and trips through HTCAA by following, getting questions and stuff on the webpage.
Awesome. All right, well, I know you're busy there. You're at a horse sale, so we'll let you go back to the sale. But we appreciate you sharing with Alabama Horse Talk.
All right, thank you.
All right, have a good day. Bye.
You too. Bye.
Listeners and viewers, this is Kelly McFadden of Erta, Utah. She is a member of HTCAA, and are you also a Posse member, Kelly?
I am.
Okay,
yes.
Awesome. So you helped Shannon Schraufnagel with a bunch of stuff on the group there, because y'all have lots of comments coming in.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, about 42,000 members now, right?
Right. Just barely surpassed that this month, though.
That's awesome. Well, tell us a little bit about yourself, your history with horses and what you love about trail riding so much.
Well, I've lived in Utah for over 20 years now, and I just barely got into trail riding in the mountains probably the last 4 years or so. Before that, I was mainly arena riding and just around my barn. I've been around horses my whole life, and I still ride my old girl that has been with me since I was 14. She's
Awesome.
Well, I guess I'll give my age away, but yeah, she just turned 27 this year, and she actually made it to the Black Hills ride in South Dakota with me this year in June.
That's great.
With HTCAA, which was a lot of fun. I do have 3 kids too, so one of them absolutely does not like horses. He likes horsepower, so we take the kids with us when we can, and we just try to keep it a family environment. So it's a great environment to have the family in and get out and meet new people.
It really is. Now, how has HTCAA affected that trail riding? What does it do for you, and what's your favorite thing about it?
Well, I cannot tell you how many friends I have made through HTCAA right here in Utah that I would have never even met. I've got some really great friends, and it's just incredible how we can just break the barriers of the state through technology and meet everybody.
That's awesome. So for this 9/11 National Ride coming up, where are you going to be riding?
We're going to be riding up by Strawberry Reservoir, which is about, it's probably about 2 hours east of Salt Lake City, Utah. And it's up in the mountains. It's mainly kind of sandy soil and stuff. It's not too rocky, nothing too major, but it's gorgeous views through the Quakies, and the leaves should be starting to change, so it should be a really pretty ride.
Awesome. So what should people know about the ride that's coming up next weekend?
Definitely should just get out and ride wherever you are. If there's not an organized ride from HTCAA, one of the Posse members, just get out and ride and post your pictures. We want to see where everybody's riding and just spread the red, white, and blue. And so just post your pictures. We want to see them.
Yeah. So it's supposed to be a patriotic time because it's around the 9/11.
It is. Yep. We've done a really good job of doing that so far the last 2 years. So we hope it keeps up and we can spread the patriotism. It seems to just bring out the best in people, and we want to see those pictures.
That's great. And so can folks go on to the Horse Trails and Camping Across America group on Facebook, and they can go and look at those events for all the different states, right?
They can, yes. We do post the events there. We need to, I guess, bump them up pretty quick. I have quite a few. I think there's about 20 people right now maybe that are on my event that are going. We had 18 last year.
Okay.
So
it's growing.
Big groups everywhere. Yep.
Yeah, that's awesome. All right, well, I appreciate you sharing with Alabama Horse Talk today. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, and listeners and viewers, you can join us every Tuesday at 8 a.m. Central on Alabama Horse Talk Radio, and find us at alabamahorsetalk.com/radio online. Thanks so much. I appreciate it, Kelly.
Thank you.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye.